We often see Gaara as strong and calm, but what if we share his deepest fears? Here's what he might tell us. People think my life was simple, that I was always alone by choice, but loneliness, it has weight. It presses against your chest even when you try to ignore it. It shapes you, twists you, and teaches you patience. And pain, I know it well, yet in that pain there is strength. Not the strength to strike, not the strength to dominate, but the strength to endure, to survive, to stand when the world expects you to fall. That is what I have learned. Do you understand? Do you feel it? Many cannot, many would turn away. But some, perhaps, are learning to stare into the darkness and learn from it. People see me as cold, ruthless, even feared. They do not see the fear I carried, the emptiness I felt. I was trapped in a body that should have been mine to live, yet I was used as a weapon, a child feared by all, feared even by myself. I was alone, always alone. That loneliness, it whispers. It tells you that no one will ever care, that you're nothing, that the world is against you. It is a poisonous voice. I know its weight better than most. But I learned slowly that the fear does not define you, that the emptiness can be filled not by power, not by revenge, but by connection, by understanding, by choosing who to trust and daring to allow them near. To those who struggle, who feel unseen, unheard, unworthy, listen. Do not let your pain consume you. Do not let it chain you to your darkest thoughts. Endurance, patience, and a choice to keep walking even when it hurts. That is true strength. And if you find even one person who sees you, who truly cares, guard them, for they are the more precious than any power you can wield. This is what I wish I could have said long ago, what I wish someone had said to me. My deepest fear is not death, nor failure, nor being forgotten. I have faced all of those, and yet they do not haunt me as much as this one. My greatest fear is losing myself, losing the fragile piece of who I am. That is not hatred, not anger, not sand. The part that is human, that is capable of caring. The part I rarely show, I guard it because it is so vulnerable. I fear that the loneliness I endured as a child that will return, that the people I love close, that they will leave, hate me or fear me as others did. That one day I will be alone again, trapped inside myself, and the walls I built will be useless. That is my terror more than any battle, more than any weapon. But fear is not weakness, fear teaches, fear warns. I've learned to respect it, to acknowledge it, and yet not to be ruled by it. To anyone struggling, I say this: the things you fear the most are not always to be destroyed. Sometimes they are to be understood, to be faced patiently, step by step. You will falter, you will stumble, you may even fall, but do not let that fear tell you that you are nothing. You are more than what haunts you, more than what the world can cast upon you. You are not the mistakes you have made, nor the pain you carry. You are the choice you make every day to endure, to move forward, to let even a small light reach you, guard it, protect it, nourish it, always. It is your humanity, your strength. I know what it is to feel like a weapon, to feel like a tool of fear, to feel unworthy of love or peace. But let me tell you, even in the darkest deserts, even when the world refuses to see you, there is still a place for you. You are not invisible, you are not without value. Perhaps it is selfish of me, but I hope my words reach someone who feels like I once did. That someone will hear this and know you're allowed to be afraid, but you're also allowed to survive, to grow, to find connection, even if it seems impossible. And when you do, hold it close. But fight for it. It is more worth, more than any power or fear you carry. This is all I have to give. I do not speak often of this. Few would understand, but I have nothing to hide from you. The lessons I learned from the fear and how I found even the smallest peace amidst it all. The first lesson I learned is that you cannot escape yourself. No matter how far you run, no matter how many walls you build, your fear, your pain, your loneliness, they will follow. They are the part of you, right? Accept them, do not deny them, face them quietly without shame. Only then can you begin to understand their purpose. The second lesson is that strength is not always power. People believe that strength is the ability to strike, to dominate, to fear others. That is only one kind of strength. True strength is endurance, it is patience. It is the courage to continue when all seems lost, to open yourself even slightly to other being, to trust even when it terrifies you. That is far harder than any battle I have ever faced. The third lesson is that connection is fragile but precious. I spent so much of my life believing that no one could ever care for me. That fear, it almost consumed me. But I learned slowly that even one person, one small bond can shift everything. It can anchor you even in the harshest storm. Protect those bonds, treasure them, and do not fear letting them in, even if it hurts. For the pain of loss is real, but the absence of connection is far more cruel. And finally, do not mistake isolation for strength. I once believed that to survive, I must be alone, untouchable, feared by all. That is a lie the word tells to children like me. True survival is allowing yourself to exist in the presence of others, to feel, to care, to let yourself be seen. That is terrifying, yes, but it is also the only way to truly live. To those who struggle as I once did, hear me. Fear is inevitable. Pain is inevitable. Loneliness may visit you in its harshest form, but you can endure. You can grow, you can find light, even the place as empty as the desert I once wandered. You're not broken, you're not worthless. And you, yes, you have the power to carve your own path, one step at a time. I've spoken more than I usually allow myself. I do not regret it. Perhaps someone needed to hear this. Perhaps someone will finally understand. If you truly listen, you may find that the fear is not your enemy, that it can teach, guide, and even protect you. You do not have to be alone. You do not have to be afraid forever, okay? When the word tells you that you are nothing, what will you choose to believe, the voice of fear or the strength that still remains within you? Think on it. That is all I ask.